We have the government warning of historic widespread flooding that's going to last through May. And they're saying that food prices are going to skyrocket because thousands of farms are destroyed. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think that most Americans right now are complacent. They're not realizing the magnitude of this. They are calling this already one of the worst, if not the worst, natural disasters to hit our country in a long time. Many people oblivious to this. They're not seeing it right now. It's not affecting them at home or in the grocery store. None of it. They're not seeing high waters near their house. So they're oblivious to it. The fact of the matter is this, is we have farmland that is inundated with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars worth of crops that are not only lost, but anything that was going to be potentially grown in some of these areas, it's not going to happen. Farmers that need to plant within the next 45 days, they're saying it's not going to happen. They're saying people are not understanding the magnitude of this. They're saying that this 2019 grow season is going to dwarf what happened in 2011. And it took a long time for farmers to recover after 2011 when there was severe flooding. They're predicting that many of the farmers will not recover at all from this. It's so severe. And what they're saying right now is, look at Nebraska. Look at all the towns that are underwater. The snow hasn't even begun to melt. I talked about this on the live stream, but they don't share that globally, and they kicked it out in the wrong spot in my video manager to where you got to go back to the second page just to find it. So information like this, I think, is important. We've got to get it out there so people understand what's happening. This is why growing your own food and crops is going to become critical. This is something we're zeroing in on from here on out. We're going to be sharing all kinds of steps and talking about the details of growing different foods, how to do it in situations like this. And really, you've got to look first and foremost at where you're living. You do not want to be in a floodplain at all from here on out. I can already foresee that the flooding is only going to get worse in years to come at this rate. And seeing that they're out here doing things like cloud seeding before hurricanes, fueling it, instead of doing things to stop these things, you can expect more. Until you get righteous people at the helm, you can expect more. And at this point, all the snow is beginning to melt, coming off of all these regions. And I'm warning you guys, you're not seeing it. Don't get lost in the out of sight, out of mindness of this, because you can't see it. This is going to hit the grocery stores and the prices this year, in the coming months, at the end of this year, going into next year. Remember this warning. Remember it. And for all of you that see what's going on and that are heeding the signs, well, make sure to follow me on Twitter and also join us every Friday night where we're talking about this stuff in greater detail. And we'll be talking about this in extreme detail at the Underground World News Conference next weekend. But get a plan together, guys, because this is going to affect people far and wide in terms of where you're at. You don't want to be in a low-lying area, and you want to be in an area where you can grow your own crops and keep them protected at that. But some of the latest here, there's a lengthy read here from the NOAA warning about this and how this could affect hundreds of millions of people. It's been Dabu7. Peace.